So, I gotta tell you while I do my makeup work, this is my list. So, if I look down, you know why. So, I've been dealing with symptoms for quite a while. My car accident kind of triggered everything. The first head-on collision, and 2 of them were 3 months apart. So, about a lot of things going on, but nothing ever connected until recently. Why it took so long, I don't know. If you're experiencing any combination of these symptoms, you should talk to your provider about it. Do your research first so you've asked the right questions, and then try some things to see if they get any better. So, hair loss. If you look back at any of my blogs, you would see that I had really short hairs because I kept losing my hair. The hair loss has continued and actually got a little worse. I have started experiencing hirsutism, which is hair on the chin, on my neck, and on my chest. Sleeplessness. I've been dealing with really bad quality of sleep for a while. If you notice the rings around my eyes and how puffy my face was, you just saw that I was not well. I would look like I was getting better, but then I'd go back to whatever was going. Fatigued all day long, no matter what I did, no matter what vitamins I took, no matter what probiotics I took, no matter how healthy I ate, I was just always freaking tired and exhausted. I was getting sick all the time, abdominal pain. So whenever I would eat anything and I got to a point where I was scared to eat, I always had this stabbing pain in my stomach. And then I could feel my food digesting and moving in toward my liver area. It would hurt even more because I was tracking and noticed that I was not getting close to enough protein in my diet. Kidney pain. I started experiencing kidney pain, which was also something very worrisome for me. Stiffness in my joints and inside of my body. My mobility decreased quite a bit. Headaches. I haven't had headaches and migraines for almost a decade, and it started to come back. And that's a big. You think the kidney issue would be a thing, but I grew up in a lot of pain because I have 6L trait, so being in crisis is it was normal, but I haven't had these extreme issues for a very long time. But having these in combination, big menses would come early and then they would last a little longer because I had them down to 3 days painless. They would come and go, but the last year they've progressively every period gotten a little bit worse and a little bit more painful. Noticed my anemia, and I thought that was the trigger for my fatigue, and I thought that the anemia was also because I wasn't getting enough protein in my diet. It could be, I don't know, but I noticed my dry eyes, especially in the morning, and my dry skin. It gets so dry that it will crack and itch. So dry hair. My hair's never ever been dry, and it was dry and brittle, and I would have to wash it multiple times a week, condition it, treat it. Nothing seemed to help. It's gotten better now that I have started making my own hair care products, but it's not coming out as much, and I stopped messing with it. I just leave it alone, but it's still going on. Yeah, my dry skin, my nails, they've always been brittle, and I never understood why. But I also noticed that they've been getting thinner, so that's another thing. My weight. So you guys saw my whole tummy tuck journey, and I was 190, and I thought I was pretty good. I was actively trying to maintain that weight, but also trying to get to my goal weight, which is between 160 and 165 pounds. That's where I feel my best. That's where I look my best, and that's where I want to get and maintain. But over this last 5 months, I've gained 30 pounds because no matter how clean I eat, I just kept gaining weight, and it didn't make sense. I'm going to the gym. I'm making good, healthy choices. My sleep improved a little bit, but the weight kept packing on, and I'm talking about I'd step on the scale every day, and I'd keep going up and up and up. So PCOS is a hormone imbalance coupled with insulin resistance, so I've learned. Uncontrollable cravings. Oh my god, I would have this ravenous feeling, like almost like I can't focus on nothing until I get that thing. I'm a person that loves to be in control of herself, and I felt like I had no control over myself, and I did not like that thing. I would eat a lot of that thing, so much so that I would get the ick if I see that thing again. My anxiety was on 2000. If you know, you know. And I just was weaning. I would get the lowest lows, and I could not figure out what was wrong with it. And I just did not want to do anything. I didn't even want to do my favorite things. I love going to the gym. I love going for walks. I love being in nature. I didn't do any of that. Feeling numb, like I should be excited for certain things. I just don't feel anything. And the fact that I had no empathy towards like anybody, that was like another flag for me. I noticed that my lower legs get swollen really easy. As soon as I put them up, they would dissipate, and if I go for a little walk, it will go away. But I noticed that I can feel my body from the inside swelling, like from bone out to muscle and tendon and fat, like almost like it was bruised from the inside and it swelled from the inside out. And I felt my body getting fuller, heavier, and stiffer. I don't know. I mean, that's the best way I can explain the feeling. Receding gums. I noticed that my gums started to like pull back. I could see like the root down to the bottom. I don't like that. And I learned that that was because of sugar. And you can regrow your gums. I've done it a couple times before because I've had braces twice. So I know that's gonna resolve itself. Eye twitching. Eye twitching, so freaking annoying. Stomach pains, eating and drinking anything, acne. Hyperpigmentation have faded quite a bit because it was really bad, but I'm still getting random pieces of acne on this area, mostly right here. It was bad here. It started right there, but and then yeah, I learned that all that ravenous craving is like the food addiction. So that's the symptoms. All I could think about yesterday. I'm pretty sure there's more. I mention it in later videos, but I learned that most of those things is connected to PCOS. And although it's called polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease or something like that, it's titled incorrectly because diabetes for the ovaries. And I've learned quite a bit, you know, when I love to reverse things, because if you don't understand your body, then what's the point? But I've learned that the carb cravings was feeding into a feedback loop of my body being, not just my body, but my ovaries being insulin resistant. And because of that, it was causing my body not to convert the testosterone that I was making to estrogen. And this is why I have all these things going out of whack. That going on a low carb, ketogenic, or carnivore diet can resolve pretty much everything. So I've also learned that the androgens in the female body is also increased, and that's where the hair loss comes in, but also the hair gain in places, which is weird. What am I changing? I'm changing my diet, and I'm focusing on proteins, fats, and fiber, which will automatically decrease my carb intake. So I hate feeling hungry. It causes anxiety for me. So I've tried keto and carnivore before, and I didn't feel hungry, and I felt the best that I've ever felt, and it dropped the weight, and everything was just, especially on carnivore. So I am going to slowly wean myself into a carnivore lifestyle, but I'm going to take the next year to do that. In the meantime, what I could do right now, which I've already done, starting yesterday, I meal prepped lots of protein and vegetables in lots of fat, and I ordered my protein drinks from Costco. They're going to be delivered on Friday. Exercise, I'm not focusing on exercise until after maybe a week or two on my low carb / keto / carnivore days. I'm taking it one day at a time. So I'm going to do this consistently for 90 days. That is the goal. I also ordered some supplements because I've learned that inositol, Mayo, and D helps people with PCOS. Also berberine, that's coming on Monday. My Mayo and D inositol is coming on Friday. And then there was one more that I ordered that's going to help. It helps with most of the symptoms with PCOS, and it helps with the weight loss, and weight loss also helps resolve all of these issues with PCOS. So I'm looking forward to relief in many ways. So I'm not going to focus on exercise, but building lean muscle also helps to keep these symptoms away, because I don't plan on being on these supplements for the rest of my life. I'm giving it maybe 6 months to a year for my body to build a little bit more lean muscle and get my diet in order and get it solidified in my brain, because this has to be me going forward, be okay with that. And then I'm going to vlog this journey because I'm going to need a reference for myself later, and hope that this helps somebody else. Also, yeah, practice the new habits. So this is going to be a daily thing for me. I might start showing you what I eat in a week. What I eat in a day is too much because I'm busy. But on meal preps, I'll show you meal preps, how I'm managing, because it's going to be an emotional roller coaster of me getting better, because I've been suffering with this stuff for so long, and it's been getting worse the last year to 2 years. And I'm glad that I finally have an answer. I just want to focus on my health, how I feel mentally, physically, psychologically, and emotionally. Got the supplements. Trying new things. So I also was looking into Pilates classes local to me, and Pilates is kind of expensive in this neck of the woods, so it's gonna have to be like maybe a once a week thing to integrate into my exercise routine when the time comes. I'm not rushing into that because I really need to get my energy back. I'm dedicating 90 strict days because I need to be militant. I can't give myself any lax because it never works out. And for our future video, monthly updates on my physique, how I'm feeling mentally, how the supplements are working. Hopefully you see the progress for yourself, and my measurements, pictures for progress. This is gonna be my new journey, and hopefully all the things I've been worried about can be resolved, because it's been stressful and worrisome, and now that everything makes sense, it just makes sense. Also, yesterday I watched Reverse, 4 or 5 episodes. Look into it, because PCOS comes in like a spectrum, just like, for example, autism come in spectrums. So you don't have to be obese, you don't have to be like really big and to be diagnosed with PCOS, because the spectrum of symptoms that women go through vary so greatly. And the fact that my doctor missed it all these years means that I'm probably on the lower end of the spectrum, because I don't have a full beard, and I'm not massively overweight, and my symptoms aren't like, other than the hair loss, but it keeps coming back and then going away. Cheers to answers and solutions and consistency, and I'm learning how to trust myself in this process to get better, to feel better, because I'm so tired of being tired all the time. And yeah, I hope this helps somebody, and I'll see you in my next video.